receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Nittany Lions offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Here we go, Kirk. All the emotion in the stadium. Which side is going to handle that better today?
Chris, we had a chance to visit both these teams, and one of the things that we saw, the clock's ticking down all year for this game, this day. Now they get their chance.
Breaks into the clear.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And Kirk, all these players aware, if you can make your mark, if you can make a special moment in this kind of rivalry game, that's just remembered forever.
Chris, that's so true. I mean, I played in an Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, and unfortunately, Desmond Howard had his moment where he returned the punt. We're still talking about the pose. So it's a huge opportunity for these players, but I also think the players that press, the players that try to make plays, that try to have that moment, I think that can backfire. I think you have to let the game come to you, control those emotions, and find out if you can just go out there and eventually have that moment, but let it come to you.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Back to throw. It's Aller. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
The Nittany Lions will bring their punt team on the field now. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. So Ohio State's offense comes out for their first possession today. They'll be met by a defensive front that has a couple of impact players on it. They get after the quarterback. They slow the run down. Really a nightmare to block.
Well, these guys are what it's all about. You want to build a great defense? Follow this blueprint right here. Big, strong, athletic defensive lineman.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So from the 18-yard line, it's second and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Not exactly how this offense wanted this game to get started, especially playing at home. Big sack, loss of yardage, and now what kind of decision do you make here on your side of the 50 on fourth down?
The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. It's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Takes the handoff on the counter play. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. offense with some pre-snap eye candy. The pass rush closing in. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Receiver in motion now. To the air. It's Sayan. Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. On the ground, it's Singleton. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw. It's Aller. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer. Also, the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
And the Nittany Lions will have to punt this one away. Coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. And looking to throw now on first down. He's going to pull it down and run. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Running back has it on the screen now. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. And that punt will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Looking to throw. It's Aller. The tight end makes the catch downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 49. First down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Penn. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Caught behind the line. It's Pena. It'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to chuck it again. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Reynolds. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Dropping back, it's Aller. Catch made by the tight end. He's in the clear. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Nittany Lions line it up with first and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They cap the drive with 6 points. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
See if they can convert the point after. And it's 7-0 after the PAT.
That makes the score Penn State 7, Ohio State 0.
So The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Opening play of the drive. Quick throw to the left. Here he goes. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Grabbed by the receiver. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Well, sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's controversial, but that lineman a little bit too far downfield, and that's a costly penalty. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Second down.
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Buckeyes and Nittany Lions tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Still 2 quarters to go in this incredible regional showdown between two of the winningest programs in football.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Finds his target, and it's complete. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. Pass complete on a crosser. They stop him, but it's a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. It's a run. Running back's got it. Breaks into the clear. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Caught on the shovel pass. And they go with the short shovel pass. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Second down after that previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The receiver's got it for the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Man, I love to see a defense that's prepared for anything. The offense here tries that jet sweep and quickly found out that going side to side is tricky against this defense and this speed they have.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. On the run, it's Singleton. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the Nittany Lions will send their punt team onto the field. And it's fair caught right about the 45-yard line. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the +43.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To the air. It's Sayin. The pocket breaking down. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here comes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, the defense did a great job of mirroring the runner that time. Nowhere to go. Big loss in the game. He walled him off perfectly, brought him down before he could get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Pass complete in the crosser. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
Chris, that's a huge play for this offense. And keep in mind, they haven't scored a point yet. So to be able to come up with a play like this late in the game, maybe some confidence building here to be able to get that first touchdown. Who knows? Maybe they could be in business.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Quarterback still with the football. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. To throw, it's Sayin. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the 4th down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love that you show confidence in them, and you're rewarded with a 1st down.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a play by the defense here late in the game, working with the lead. Good job of mirroring the ball carrier. Just walled him off. Nowhere for him to go before he could get out of bounds.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Nothing on 1st down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's in! Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, the defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
Now the try here for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Looking downfield, it's Allen. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion sets up a third down play. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And a timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the fourth quarter. The Nittany Lions begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Reynolds. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end will bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you can go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. And that's the tight end, Kirk, showing why he's a weapon as he flexes out into the slot that time.
Loved how they use this tight end. Love how sometimes he's in line. As you say, now they flex him out. He's a tough matchup for any defense. He's got the size and athletic ability really to be able to play at receiver. But now they're able to use him in so many different ways. It puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Important 2nd down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Allen. He's running out of time here. Can't get it away. The defense has got a really huge stop at this stage of the game. The offense will spend the timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Reynolds. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. First down here for this offense. Looking to throw here. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete as time runs out of regulation. We are headed to overtime. First down and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's got it with room to run. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. PAT puts him in front by 7.
That makes the score Penn State 14, Ohio State 7.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quick completion to the tight end. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. An inside give now from the shotgun. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So here comes a crucial 3rd down play. They have 2 plays to make this, needing a touchdown to stay in the game. A play action, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win? Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a 2nd overtime. Extra point splits the uprights. So we're still tied now heading into the first play of double overtime. Looking to pass, it's Sayin. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down. You see more positive yards after the catch here.
Looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
You talk about this defense stepping up, 1st and goal, and they get the pass breakup, making sure every yard is earned.
Nothing on 1st down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So they score the touchdown. Now by rule, they must go for 2 here in 2nd overtime. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line, it's Peoples. And he'll be stopped short. The lead is still 6. Remember that decision.
That is the score. Ohio State 20, Penn State
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Dropping back, it's Aller. Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. It's a quick tackle, spot the ball at the 11, and a red zone opportunity now.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the running back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. A loss of it.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line. But how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
So here comes a crucial 3rd down play. They have 2 plays to make this, needing a touchdown to stay in the game. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. 2 quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.